Welcome. In this session, I am going to discuss about engineering surveys and project reports. It means what are the various engineering surveys to be taken. It means if we need to plan and design and construct a railway project. Understand or not? So if we need to align, also we need to conduct some surveys. Those surveys are called as surveys required for railway project, or all these are engineering surveys only. So in this session, I'm going to discuss about what are the various engineering surveys required for a railway project. Understand or not? So let me start. And the construction of a new railway line is a capital investor project, and each kilometer of a new railway line, it means its price may be for a kilometer. If we need to construct a kilometer, it's the price may be in millions Indian rupees, like 10 lakhs to 20 million 10 lakh rupees to 20 million rupees. So depending up, it means the price also depending upon the topography of the area and the standard of construction and some other features. Understand? So it is therefore natural that a lot of thought be given when making a final decision. So to whether a new railway line is necessary or not. Understand? So anyhow, if we need a new railway line, so we need to plan it, we need to align it. It means we need to plan it, we need to plan for alignment, and also we need to construct it. Understand? And so for that, we need to do a few surveys on that land, on that particular chosen land. So those engineering surveys are called as a traffic survey. It means there's various types of surveys are. First one is topic survey, and next one is reconnaissance survey, and next one is preliminary survey, and next one is final location survey. So these are the four primary basic engineering services. Service. These are the four primary basic engineering surveys. And also one more survey is there, economy survey, and also what is the need of the railway project. All those things we should know. Understand? So if we consider a need of a new railway line, there will be so many reasons will be there. All these reasons, it means a strategic region, or to develop an area, or to provide political services to an area, or to provide connection between two areas. Understand? No? Or to, and also for the business purpose, or for passenger purpose, or for the industry. It means to improve the industrialization, or it means, and also so many purposes are there, so many reasons will be there. Whatever may be the reason, these four surveys to be conducted. Understand or no? But the reason is the most important, which decides the, it means the reason, it, which determines the nature of the project. Understand or no? So that nature of the project will determines the what kind of survey to be conducted. It means in what way each survey to be conducted. Understand? So these are the different primary things we need to consider. Understand? So let me start. So see, the need of a construction of new railway line may contain different needs or different reasons. Okay, na? So first we will discuss about that need for a new railway line. So many needs may be there. It means the first one you may consider as strategic reasons. It means this is the most important one. If we need to renovate, or if we need to reconstruct a already available project, so for that also so many reasons may be there, as a rehabilitation, or as a damage of the structure, or if we need to construct new railway line instead of available old railway line. Understand or not? So such kind of reasons will be there. All such kind of reasons come under strategic regions, and the next one is the political reasons. It means so many political things can affect the railway lines and railway alignment because so many political reasons are there, and also so many needs of the people will be there. Understand? No? So the best political example is that the railway line constructed in India in between Jammu and Pathankot. So this will be the best. It means best example for the political reasons behind the selection of new railway lines. Understand? And one more another reason is the development of backward areas. And another one reason is that to connect new trade centers. New trade centers. And another one reason is that to shorten the existing rail link. Okay. So all these things may be reasons, and whatever may be the reason, all these surveys to be conducted and a report to be created. That report is called as assessment. It means the primary assessment or pre-assessment of a project. Understood or no? Okay. Now we discuss about what are the different types of surveys to be conducted. Types of surveys to be conducted for a railway project. For a new railway project. And so for any new railway project, first of all, we need to conduct four types of surveys as what have been discussed. Once a decision has been taken during preliminary investigations, it means about the general feasibility and desirability of a railway, surveys are undertaken before the construction of the new line. Understand or no? So, so these are the following different types of surveys we need to conduct. They are recognized. Traffic survey is the first one, and next one is the reconnaissance survey. And next one is the preliminary survey. And next one is the final location survey. So these are the four types of surveys what we need to conduct. Understand? So and all the selection of all these surveys, we need to decide or we need to take after conducting a preliminary investigation for a new railway line. Understand? So so what is that preliminary investigation we will discuss here. Okay. So whenever the construction of new railway line is under consideration, the preliminary investigations are done by the railway administration to determine how the proposed line will fit in the general scheme of future railway development. Understand? So the preliminary investigations are normally based on the careful study of the following. It means the existing topo sheets and other maps of the area, the published figures of trade and population of the area to be served, and also the statistical data of existing railway lines in similar terrain in other areas. Understand? So as a result of these, it means as a result of such a preliminary investigation, it becomes possible to decide whether or it means whether the new railway line is required or not. Understand? So for this, so from this preliminary investigation, we can decide that above four surveys are desired, or if desired, in which way we need to conduct the above four surveys. Understand? So under preliminary investigation, we need to do three things. First one is existing topo sheets and other maps of the area to be studied. And second one is the published figures of trade and population of area are to be served. Understand? So the published figures of trade and population of the area to be served. Okay. So and one more thing is statistical data of existing statistical data of existing railway lines in other similar areas to be, it means to be studied or to be verified. Data of the existing, it means existing railway lines in other areas to be investigated. It means by doing these three preliminary investigations, we can obtain a data, and based on the analysis of that data, we can decide in which manner we need to consider all these four types of engineering surveys. Understood or no? So we will decide. I will discuss about these four types of engineering surveys right now. So we have discussed that first one is the traffic survey, and next one is the recognition survey, next one is the preliminary survey, and fourth one is the final location survey. Okay, now so first let me discuss about the traffic survey. A traffic survey includes a detailed study of traffic conditions in the area with a viewed, it means with a view to determine the following. It means like the most promising route for the railway in the area, and the possible traffic the railway line will carry, and the standard of railway line to be followed. Understand? So these three things come under traffic survey. You can see here. So in a traffic survey, three things to be conducted, or three things to be evaluated. First one is the most promising railway line in that area, and next one is the possible traffic. Understand? No? So the possible traffic the railway line will carry. And the third one is the what is that? The Standard of railway line to be followed. Understand? So the traffic surveys are normally undertaken in conjunction with the reconnaissance or preliminary engineering surveys so that the technical feasibility and relative costs of alternative proposals can be formulated. So the traffic survey team should work in close cooperation with the engineering survey team. So the survey team should visit all trade centers in the area and consult local bodies, state governments, and also prominent citizens regarding the trade and industry and purpose. So the most suitable alignment of the new line we can obtain. Understand? So, and traffic survey consists of an economic study of the area, keeping in mind the following considerations. So the information on which should be collected in detail. So human resources, agricultural and mineral resources, pattern of trade and commerce, industries located and projected, and also uh, prospects of tourist traffic, okay, so planning for economic development of country. So all the things come under traffic surveys only. Okay, so and next one is the reconnaissance survey. Reconnaissance survey consists of a rapid and rough investigation of the area with a view to determine the technical feasibility of proposal as well as rough cost of the none or more alternatives to the new line. Understand? So the reconnaissance survey is normally it is based on contoured survey maps and other data already available without carrying, but the detailed investigations are to be in the field. So with the help of the maps, different alternative alignments of the new line are studied. So the general topography of the country is studied by the survey team and then field data collected. Understand? And so the reconnaissance survey is the basic survey. You can see the reconnaissance survey consists of rapid and rough investigation of the area, the view, with the technical feasibility of the proposal. Okay, now. And also so this basic data, the collection of this basic data is called as reconnaissance survey. And the next one is the preliminary survey. Preliminary survey, I will see. So the preliminary survey consists of a detailed instrumental examination of the route to be selected as a result of the reconnaissance survey in order to estimate the cost of the proposed railway line. So based on the preliminary and the traffic survey, so it means the based on the reports of preliminary and traffic survey, the railway administration decides whether it means the proposed railway line is to be constructed or not. Understand? So that is called as a preliminary survey. Okay, so and also preliminary survey involved in some field survey also, and also preliminary survey involved in some cost estimation also. Okay, so preliminary survey is the most important survey among all the remaining four types of survey, and preliminary survey itself can give 70% of the required data for the start of the project. See, you can see preliminary survey consists of it means the preliminary survey consists of a detailed instrumental examination. Of the route to be selected. Understand now? So and and also as a result of traffic survey and recognition survey, whatever the data we have been collected in traffic survey and recognition survey, we need to process it and we need to get a clear idea of the project. So that is, so that analysis and that study especially come under recognition survey. Understand? So and okay, and the next one is the final location survey. Final location survey means once a decision has been taken to construct a railway line, a final location survey is done. So the instruments used are generally the same as in the case of preliminary survey, but the final location survey is done to prepare working details and make accurate cost estimates of the certain areas. So the principal differences between the primary survey and the final survey will be there. Understand? So we will discuss all these things. Last one is the final location survey. Means the location of the area and each and every point of the railway track on which we need to construct the track. Understand? And so that is called as a final location survey. So these are all the different types of surveys to be conducted before we starting a railway project. Understand? And so they are traffic survey, recognition survey, preliminary survey, and final location survey. And before conducting all these surveys, we need to do a investigation, that is pre-investigation. Understand? So based on that investigation, we have been chosen that, understand, which survey is good and which survey to be conducted and in what way that survey to be conducted. Okay, so all those things we have been discussed. Understand? So this is the session. So in previous session we have been discussed about what is alignment, what are the important factors of alignment which can influence, and also what is the importance of alignment itself we have been discussed. And in this session we have been discussed about to start a project or at least to plan for an alignment, what are the things we need to consider we have been discussed. Understand? And so what are the surveys we have to do, and what are the analysis we have to do, and what are the data we do collect. So all those things we have been explained, and this is the most important session and also most important topic of our subject. Understand? And so that surveys we need to conduct, and also the needs we need to find out. Okay, now so this is about this subject. In next class we will discuss about environmental impact assessment for railway lines. Okay, now so from next, so with the next class we can complete unit 1. Okay, thank you. Also unit 2 we can complete. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much.